Tom, how's this cold weather treating you? It must be a joy going to training at the minute.
Yeah, I've put a few layers on. It's been fresh out there at the minute, but no, it's good to get the work in, and yeah, looking forward to the weekend.
I suppose over the Christmas period you don't get an awful lot of time to get that training in, so this week's been, I suppose, vital for yourselves and the gaffer as well. Yeah,
definitely. Like I say, there's so many games over this period. Results haven't been the best, but you know, getting a clear week to work and get the gaffer's instructions on board is key, and yeah, hopefully it pays off.
How's the mood at the minute? Like you say, it's not been an ideal Christmas period for you guys.
No, it hasn't. But the mood's still positive. We've got a really good group here, to be fair. Some good characters in there that are keeping the lads going. But yeah, that one result and things can change really quickly in football, as you know. And I think it's just about getting another run together now.
And that's just it, isn't it? Putting that run together, because we saw when you guys won 6 in a row that it catapulted you so high up the division. Yeah,
that's the thing. And I think if you look where we are now and you put a couple of wins together, you're probably in the top 5 again. So it's a really open league. Obviously, Walsall doing really well and flying at the minute. Haven't really had a blip, and that shows because they've pulled away a little bit. But everyone else, I think, is in the pack.
Have you known a division quite as tight as this before? Because, like you say, I mean, 2 wins and all of a sudden you're right back in it.
No, I haven't really. It's a bit of a mad league. A lot of hustle and bustle. I think the big thing for us now is performances and getting games to look how we want them to look. And I think once we do that and start showing what we're really about, hopefully we fly back up there.
How are you finding it? I mean, you're sort of in and out of the team at the minute. You're making substitute appearances. Obviously, you want to turn them into starts.
Yeah, definitely. A bit frustrating, really, for me. Probably got injured at bad times as well. You know, like when the gaffer first come in, and done my ankle and was out for a couple of months again. So it's good to get some training on board and get up to what I think is a good level of fitness, and you know, hopefully feel like I can contribute to the group. And you know, after last year, staying fit and playing a lot of games, I feel like I can do that again this year.
It's a very competitive midfield, particularly in your position, isn't it?
Yeah, like you say, there's a lot of quality in the group. A really strong squad for the level, I think. And that's why I think if we get games looking how we want them to look and not sort of scrappy and hustle and bustle, which is, you know, probably a lot of what the league is like, I think our quality will shine through.
How do you get that control then? I mean, you know, it's obvious to say keep the ball and try and play your way, but it doesn't always work out like that, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, teams make games hard. You know, a lot of man for man in this league, but I think probably getting the ball in better areas and keeping the ball higher up and probing from there gives us a better chance. And
certainly a style of football that I think really suits you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I want to be involved in. I want to be involved in, you know, obviously people say like total football, but I know there's a different side to the game as well, so I'm not naive enough to just say, I just want to play great football. I know this league, you've got to compete, you've got to win your second balls. You know, they're the basics, I think, of the game, and I think if we can do the other side a lot better and how we're playing and, you know, getting a lot of numbers around the ball to play, I think we'll be doing really well.
You only worked with him for a few months, but coming up against the Mike Williamson side in Carlisle on Saturday, you guys know what you're going to be facing, don't you? You know the sort of proposition that he's going to have him do.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, from his time here, he's going to want to be in a really good footballing side. They find themselves in a difficult position at the minute, but I think personally they're in a false position. They've had a lot of tight results. I'm sure now I know he's brought a few players in, so he's probably trying to still adapt to how they're going to play. But no, Mike will be. I'm sure he'll be up for it, and it'll be a good test.
Teams down at the bottom, they always scrap, don't they? Because they know the dangers that they'll be in. So you know, I mean, there's no easy games, but this one in particular won't be a walk in the park.
No, for sure. I think they have a good backing at Carlisle as well. And yeah, when you're down there, you're desperate for points. So probably, although league position's a lot different to us, they're probably in a similar situation of thinking, get a win, and you know, it can kickstart another run and get them out of trouble.
And I'm sure, having spent plenty of hours on the bus going up and down the country and then not seeing games, you'll just be desperate for this one to be ahead, because I mean, Carlisle's a long way, isn't it?
No, 100%. I think you know, the boys have got to prepare as if the game's on, and just focus on that. But you know, we've had, is it Fleetwood and Barrow cancelled?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a lot of travelling, and you get up there and you have your pre-match, and then you get the text come through, the game's off, and the lads are like, back on the road again, and you know, they're going to be Tuesday night games, and you know, we could probably do without another one of them.
Nice one, cheers, Tom.
Nice.